Good morning, YouTubers. Subgenius13 here again with you, going over what is the contents of the Star Trek model 25th anniversary light kit. This was manufactured in the early 90s. And as you can see here, I've been doing a little messing around with it, trying to see what I can do as far as adding a DC adapter to plug in the wall. And one issue I do have, I can see already when I flip this guy on, when my flashers kick on, my larger lights dim. This was something I read about on a forum a while back, saying that this was an issue for this little light setup. So what I've done, hopefully, if it works, this is going to be my first attempt. I'd like to thank TrekWorks, Bad Grendel's, Model Man Tom for all of the stuff that they've put on YouTube, so I can help or they can help me understand working with this type of electronics and what's involved. I have made a trip over to Radio Shack against my better judgment, and I've got some things here so I can put same ends and actually put a plug here in my base. I picked up these LEDs, 5mm LEDs, that I'm hoping to replace these incandescent bulbs with. And then the resistors, once I did my calculations, I got my little meter here, plugged that guy in and found out what voltage these are coming in at. And they're actually getting the full 6 volts straight through from the power supply. As you can see here, there's 4 1.5 volt batteries here. And so hopefully by putting LEDs on here, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna test that out and see what comes of it. I had to make some modifications to how I was originally going to approach making the changes to this existing circuitry. I'm pretty much a novice when it comes to this at this point, and there are some components on this board over here that are interfering with me just putting a LED on the end of these leads that these incandescent lights are on. There must be a transistor or a resistor here that's just not matching up, and I'm adding a second resistor here, and it's kind of causing some heartburn there. I'm actually not getting those LEDs to light. So what I did was I found, of course, where the main power comes in, and then traced it back here to where it hits the board, and ran these couple leads off to see if that was my issue. So as you can see here, I have my LED running off the main power. So my plan is to get rid of all these orange guys here, maybe reuse the wiring, and just run LEDs for these 3 that are over here that are non-blinking. And then one nice thing that I do like about this setup is when these guys get powered on with the integrated circuit that's on the board, I believe it's a 555 like most people use, there is no dimming of this LED, which is really what I was looking to accomplish, because it's going to allow me to light the inside of this. I'll be able to run some fiber optics to the windows and that sort of stuff, and I won't have dimming of everything when the blinkers turn on. So I'm pretty happy with how that is going to work out. I had some panicked moments where I questioned about my ability to understand and follow directions on how LEDs should work, but not knowing all the intricacies of the circuit, which it's not very complicated, but it just wasn't jiving for me, and don't really have the know-how to desolder the thing and try to put it back together. I may get into that once I start building my own circuits, but at this point modifying an existing one is not within my skill set.